Jim Paxson, thank you so much for your expertise this morning.
Appreciate it. 6:46 is your time right now. There are hotshot crews across the country. The name comes from the hottest part of the fire where the crews work to attack. The crews are sent across the country on call during the entire fire season. This team, the Granite Mountain Hotshots, a very elite unit made up of some of the best firefighters that are out there.
Again, Kim.
All right, thank you, Jimmy.
6:54 now. On the phone with us right now, U.S. Congressman Paul Gosar, who represents the 4th District, which includes that area, Yarnell, Prescott. First and foremost, Congressman, we want to extend our deepest sympathies to everybody in your community up there. You spent the night in Prescott last night. You're in that area. What's the very latest information you can share with our viewers?
Well, the very latest is that this is going to turn into a Type 1 incident where the...
Congressman Paul Gosar, thank you very much. We appreciate you taking your time this morning on what is going to be a very busy and extremely sad day, not only for you, but for the residents that are now waking up to find that most, if not a significant part of their town is gone this morning, not to least shall we forget the 19 firefighters that perished in this fire last night. We appreciate your time. Thank you very much. We're expecting some type of official update, I believe, during the 10 o'clock hour. Officially, we might have some more information about specific numbers, but what we do know now this morning is that this is the worst single incident involving the loss of firefighters' lives since the attacks of 9/11. Let us not forget that this is a very sad, very dark day for the state of Arizona and the entire country that continues to extend thoughts and prayers to everybody, not only locally here, but up there in Prescott and Yarnell.
And we have those firefighters who have to see all of this, take it all in, and continue to fight and make sure that they're not harmed.
That's how committed firefighters as a community are. You know, we minimize the risk. We have a job to do. This is a tragedy. They will grieve, but their minds are focused now on continuing the fight, and that's actually a tribute to those lost.
Remember that this was an incident that started off with just several acres, blew up at around 5 o'clock last night. It is now at 8,000 acres and 0% contained. As the sun comes up, the heat starts to increase. We might have some more winds, according to Jimmy. This is going to be a very hard day for these firefighters to, as you say, mentioned, to then try to put in the back shelf of their mind those firefighters, those brothers that they lost in that fire, and continue the effort to save life and property of those in that community up in Yarnell and those folks that are up in Prescott, keeping a close eye on this situation as well. We have folks that have been evacuated from their homes. Some don't even know if they have homes to return to in that area. You're looking at live pictures of Sky 12. Again, the Arizona Republican, today's paper, says it simply with one word: tragedy, and that's where we are this morning. We will continue to provide you with updates as the morning goes along. We're going to dip into the Today Show here at the top of the hour, but as information breaks, we will have it for you here. We will also have it on azcentral.com, where we have constant updates. Even though we may not be on the air, we have folks that are behind the scenes that are working tirelessly to keep you updated and to keep you safe.
So go to azcentral.com, Facebook, Twitter. We have teams all over this firefight.
It's a very sad.
Our co-anchor Doug Meehan is live in Prescott to help bring us coverage all morning long. And Doug, it's not much, but there's some optimism in what has been a really tough week for that community this morning.
You got it, Emma. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Faye. Good morning, everybody at home. You know, this is day 6 of this tragedy up here that began with just a lightning strike on Friday. The ever-growing memorial here at Fire Station number 7 is very quiet this morning, but I have some good news to share with you, and it's from what happened overnight. We've got that coming up.
Doug.
But first, let's send it back to Doug Meehan, anchoring our coverage live from Prescott this morning. And Doug, you said you had a little bit of good news for us.
I do. I can explain what happened last night about 11 o'clock, waking from a sound sleep here in Prescott. The sound of thunder, but what was good about it is that it brought some much-needed rain to this area, and that was good. A lot of that stuff has moved on. Jimmy will explain that for you in just 1 minute, but I think that that has helped contain some of this fire. Meanwhile, here at the ever-growing memorial site at the site of Fire Station number 7, it all started with just one American flag on very very early Monday morning has grown into this massive memorial, as you can see. But I can tell you that it is still very, very quiet at this early hour. We even see less media here, not a lot of folks showing up. But as the morning progresses, we have a lineup of a lot of folks to talk to as far as what's happening here in the town of Prescott. Of course, they've got the big rodeo days coming up and a lot of things involving pets and the folks that are evacuated. Let's address them real quickly. The folks of Yarnell and the folks of People Valley are still being kept from their homes. We're expecting an update at around 10 or 11 o'clock this morning, and we'll be able to find out whether or not there's any advancement in letting those folks get back into their homes. But still, those folks remain out of their homes. But the good news was that last night we did experience some rain overnight. As far as the containment of the fire and how that fire, battling that fire is going, let's send it off to Chris Rapsky, who's near the fire lines right now. Chris?
All right, now back to the communities impacted by the Yarnell fire. We have Doug Meehan. He is live for us this morning in Prescott on how the Yavapai Humane Society has been helping to gather lost pets. So, Doug, what's going on there?
Well, there's a lot going on there, Emma. You know, obviously, there is the human toll that has taken place here. That's obvious from the memorial that's behind me. But I want to bring in Ed Boakes. He's with the Yavapai Humane Society. And, Ed, I want you to address, if you can, for the folks at home, the issue of the four-legged animals, the pets that are out there, and the amazing work you guys have been doing. You guys have been busy.
That's true, Doug, and thank you very much. This time of year is we call the perfect storm, where you have the fireworks of the 4th of July, you have the monsoons, and then you have the tragedy of these fires. And these events terrify our pets.
Ed Boakes with the Yavapai Humane Society, we thank you for the great work that you guys do. Really do appreciate it. Continued good work. You know, we had some weather overnight. We're going to get to that in a second with Jimmy, but we want to toss it out to Chris Harapsky, who's actually on the front lines there in the fire. And Chris, if you can update the folks, we have some good news, I guess, on the containment level at this point.
Doug, let's send it back up to you at Station 7 there, where that memorial is just stunning.
It is amazing, Chris. We just got up here first thing this morning, and I got a chance to look around, and it really is, it'll put a lump in your throat, that's for sure. You know, when we got up here yesterday afternoon, the skies were very, very threatening, very dark and black, and there was concern that those thunderstorms are going to kick up again. This morning when I woke up, it was raining. There was a few sprinkles here and there, but this morning, now, as here we are approaching the 6 o'clock hour, sun coming up, beautiful blue skies, crossing our fingers that this will stay like this. The temperature is actually quite cool. Jimmy Q, what can we expect as the day rolls on here?
Well, right now, Doug, what you're feeling, 71 degrees.
Doug's been in Prescott all morning. He's outside Fire Station 7 right now with how the Red Cross is helping other people. Doug, it's a big job.
It sure is, and Trudy Thompson-Rice has been too familiar of a guest on our show lately, but we appreciate you coming up. Give us the current situation for the folks of Yarnell, what you are dealing with these evacuees and what they are being told.
They are in our shelters in Wickenburg and here in Yavapai College.
All right, Trudy, thank you again. We appreciate all the work that you fine folks at the Red Cross are doing, and it doesn't look like it's going to be over anytime soon, so continued good luck to you folks. Thank you, Trudy. All right, we'll toss it back to Emma and Faye back in the studios. We'll continue to give you updates here in Prescott as the morning rolls along, but for now, we'll toss it back to you.
All right, sounds